Namaste dear students, I think all of you are in good health and be safe at home. Today's bio class, we continue the chapter 8 reproduction, how do organisms reproduce. Last class we learned types of asexual reproductions, fission, budding and spore formation. Today we continue the other remaining asexual reproductions one by one. Fragmentation. Fragmentation we can see in Spirogyra. The Spirogyra is a green filamentous algal plant found in pond water. The breaking up of the body of a simple multicellular organisms like Spirogyra into two or more pieces on maturing, each of which subsequently grows to form a complete new organism. This is called as fragmentation. The fragmentation we can see in marine animals like sea anemones, corals, etc. These are all about fragmentation. Next type of asexual reproduction is regeneration. Here, the organisms get cut into number of pieces under favorable conditions or by accidentally. Then each body can grow into a complete organism. In planaria, if it cut into pieces, it has some specialized reproductive cells which helps to grow each piece into independent individual. Hydra also undergo regeneration process. Its cut body part regenerate and grow into a complete hydra. Hydra also reproduce by budding. Starfish also form regeneration with specialized cells and grows into new organisms. But in some organisms like lizards, salamander, etc., only damaged parts will regenerate and only the damaged parts will regrow. These are all about regeneration. Next type of asexual reproduction is vegetative propagation. It's also called as vegetative reproduction. In vegetative propagation, new plants will grow from old plants like stems, roots, leaves without the help of reproductive organs. Except seeds and flowering parts, all the parts of the plants undergo a sexual method of reproduction. So, advantages of vegetative propagation helps to increase population of endangered plants. We get better crops in short time. It requires less care and attention. But some disadvantages are to control diseases and overcrowding due to its storage growth. Otherwise, it's very useful for yield more plants. Vegetative propagations are of two types. One is natural vegetative propagation. Plants will make copies of itself using structures like bulbs. Another types of artificial vegetative propagation. It's a man-made propagation, gardening artificially by cutting, layering, grafting, etc. First we know about natural vegetative propagation. Roots like sweet potato in a suitable conditions, these bulbs grow to form new plants. Stems are growing in runners. The green grass grows in the fields after rain from the dry old stems of grass plants present in the fields by the method of vegetative propagation. We can see this stem growth in onion in the form of bulbs. Potato tubers also underground stems of the potato plant used for the vegetative propagation of potato plants. In rhizome, ginger plant also show vegetative propagations in large amounts. Bryophyllum plants can be reproduced by vegetative propagation by using a piece of its leaves. Then each plantlet can grow into a new plant. Guava, tulip, dahlia, all reproduced by vegetative propagations. Okay. Next one is artificial reproductive propagation. The process of growing many plants from one plant by man-made methods. They are cutting, layering and grafting. First one is cutting. A small part of a plant which has some buds on it. It is taken and its lower part is buried in the moist soil. The new plants formed from the cutting is similar to the parent plant. Cactus, rose plant, sugarcane, banana, etc. can be grown by means of cutting. Next one is layering. Here, a branch of the plant is pulled towards the ground and a part of it is covered with moist soil. After some time, new roots will develop from the parts of the branch buried in the soil. The runner plants like money plant, whereas the ends of such plants touch the ground, new plants are formed at those places. We can see this layering in bougainvillea and many slender ornamental plants. Many plants like strawberry, raspberry are propagated by the natural layering methods. Okay. Third artificial vegetative propagation is grafting. In this method, the cut stems of two different plants are joined together in such a way the two stems join and grow as a single plant. The roots fixed in soil, that part is called as stalk, whereas the another cut stem without roots are called as scion. The cut surface of the scion and stalk are bound tightly with a piece of cloth with a polythene sheet. The cut soon heals and two plants grow together and become one plant. Many plants like brinjal, tomato, capsicum, etc. can be grown from just one parent plant by grafting. The cutting, layering and grafting are the traditional methods for the artificial propagation of plants. For commercial purpose, they are being replaced by the modern methods involving tissue culture. In tissue culture, they just put a few plant cells in a growth medium with plant hormones in it and it grows into new plants. Tissue culture is a very fast technique. The plants are disease free, can grow plants round the year and very little space is needed for developing new plants by tissue cultures. Okay, these are all about tissue culture. Up to here, we studied all types of asexual reproductions, fission, budding, regeneration, spore formation, fragmentation and vegetative propagation. I think all of you understood the topic. Next class, we study about sexual reproductions in flowering plants and animals. Okay, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.